Aquarius, welcome back to Mystical Illuminations. It's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them. The Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. I popped in to see what's good with you. Say hey. Since I got in your energy, some weird things started to happen. I first got this crazy download, man, about an Aquarius really loving their children. Really loving their children in a way that's unmatched. Willing to go above and beyond, go the extra mile, do the things that other people would consider to be a burden for your children. There's something about someone has a newborn. Heavy on you having a newborn in Aquarius. Someone goes off like an alarm. Someone's alarm went off and it just made me think of a newborn's cry. Now my newborn is crying while my Aquarius husband is feeding them. They're about to be fed and he's crying them. Just being universal energy. Something about you being really proud or really attentive when it comes to your children for some of you, but also something going off like an alarm going off, or your children going off like an alarm. You having to pay attention to time. Having to pay attention to time being important somehow. You being really, there being mixed emotions in regards to someone. Could be a Leo, someone that you miss, someone that you are telling yourself that you are understanding of. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Leo. Some of you absolutely are understanding. Others of you not so much, or not as much as you think, or not, or you are. This person just doesn't believe so. You having your days. Some of you really feeling like there's an imbalance, or you're not liking when the shoe is on the other foot. A masculine doesn't like when the shoe is on the other foot. A masculine doesn't like when he gets stuck in a position that he has put a feminine energy in. Many times, even if for some of you this has to do with children, even though he does love his children and wants his children, for some of you there is a masculine who will fight a feminine for his children. He will fight her for his children. This being a really big thing. This being an argument that was had many times for some of you. It's gotten really ugly. It can get really ugly. There was this download of you not knowing Aquarius. For some of you, you're already experiencing this. You already have children that you are like insanely proud of. There's something about your children being insanely talented. That's the only thing that I could say. Having superpowers, truly having superpowers, using them, being recognized, being so talented, it's not funny. Some of you truly having children who are stars. I just saw the star card. Some of you have children who follow in your footsteps. You are some type of, you are some type of artist. You are some type of healer for some of you. You have some type of platform, or you did, or you do. You either do, or you did, or in your day. It's still your day. This is what you do for a living. You're seeing that your children want to follow in your footsteps, or you are seeing where your children are doing things that you never dreamt that you could do. That for some of you, you will see this. You're looking at your children. For some of you, they're newborns. Some of you, they're newborns. Or they're young children, but have you on them being newborns for some of you. Having young children, looking at them, wondering who they'll become, what they'll do, having no clue that they will really grow up to blow your mind, to have you hysterical, in tears. I almost want to cry now. There's something about having you hysterical with tears of joy, with being proud, the things that they can do, being proud of them. I just see you as a proud parent. Some of you, this is hysterical with the way that you miss them. You've been brokenhearted. Some of you are bereaved, a bereaved parent. I'm so sorry for your loss. Some of you have lost your children. with the memories that you have, or your child with the memory that you have. For some of you, the memories that you have of your children can light up a room. They truly can. You're genuinely making the most out of being a parent, having the most special connection with your children. That's for the majority of you. Heavy on masculine Aquarius and feminine Aquarius, both being amazing parents, loving their children. For some of you, someone has addictions. Someone has made poor decisions in the past. There's a few feminine energies out here. Even though feminine Aquarius is really coming through as an amazing mother, there being a few of you who are not. You want to be, you tried to be, you were before the drugs got to you. Some of you are on drugs, or your parents are on drugs. They're really being loving, really being nurturing. Some of you have an Aquarius mother who really is loving or nurturing or wanted to be, tried to be. For some of you, her love language is cooking somehow, or not being afraid to offer her services. Watch your children. But that's all she got. She checks out. Otherwise, she seems really sweet. For some of you, your mother is really cold. She's not on drugs at all. She's just really cold. Never really feeling loved by her. And that's just for a few people. And then the majority of people really needing to honor where Aquarius is an amazing mother and father. Some of you masculines at some point making poor decisions, going to jail, cheating on their mother, the home getting broken up somehow, you leaving, and still getting your shit together, being on drugs. For some of you, this being a thing. Both sides, feminine and masculine, being on drugs, or drinking, alcohol, addictions, heavy on the addictions. But still getting your shit together, or still being an amazing mother, even, or amazing father, even with the demons you're fighting. That just being the truth, fighting your fucking demons and still being so full of love. Have experienced some really dark shit, have experienced some really dark, for some of you it's abuse, have had a dark life. Some of you have seen a lot of death. A lot of the people that you know are dead or in jail. For some of you, or your experience with death, you've already had the worst experience with death you could have had, or you have seen a lot of death. Some of you have had a time in your life where you didn't care about anything. You didn't care about anyone or anything. You weren't afraid to die. Some of you are terrified to die today. Some of you now is that you don't care about anything. You don't have anything to live for. You used to really value your life. And after losing someone, it could be your child, you stop caring completely. Some of you, this is a miscarriage. After a miscarriage, you're really going downhill, not caring about life completely. For some of you, all of this is kind of crazy because I keep talking about children, and it's not about children at all. It's about your business. Some of you absolutely did suffer a physical miscarriage. I'm so sorry for your loss if you have. Some of you absolutely did lose a child. You know, you're a bereaved parent. I'm sorry for your loss, but some of you, you know, when I talk about you raising your children and being proud of what your children are doing, for some of you, that's not your children, that's your business. It's your business, what you've created. You really being in a really fucked up space somehow at some times, you know, going back there, or your demons constantly attacking you. You're not letting them win. You battling your addictions, but not letting them stop you from, you know, not letting them block your blessings, not stopping you from moving forward, finally building something with someone or for yourself. Some of you need to focus on your home, making it stable, making your home life solid, stable, focusing on the stability because you don't have it. you've never had it, or you don't feel home anywhere, you don't feel secure, you need to give this to yourself. Some of you have, some of you did, you built this, you're unwilling, being, you are needing to be unwilling to compromise this. Some of you are unwilling to compromise this. Some of you are really, really stunted, heavy on a feminine energy, being further along doing this than the masculine. Being able to build a home for himself, build some stability for himself, take care of himself, you know. You're being a masculine Aquarius who has really gone out of his way to take himself out of the environment that he's from, or to remove himself from what he used to do, the crowds he used to hang around, the decisions that he used to make. Changing his life completely, being determined to change his life completely, and doing this for someone that he loves, whether this is his partner that he loves or his children. Needs to be really proud of himself. People needing to tell him this more often. People having no problem talking to him about where he's fucked up in life, but not talking to him about where he's made some amazing, where he's recovered in the most beautiful way, where he's made the most amazing comeback, where he looks really good, and he should be proud of himself. People should be proud of people thinking, people treating you as if you are your mistakes. People not being able to let go of shit from the past. You hating this, Aquarius. People looking at you and still thinking that you are who you used to be, or that you still do the things that you used to do. For some of you, looking in the mirror and still seeing the same person, not being able to forgive yourself for some of the things that you've done when you were in a different environment or a different time, or you were addicted to drugs, you know, or you were young and your parent was addicted to drugs and you were running the street doing some wild shit. For some of you, the story is really crazy. I'm not joking. Really struggling to forgive yourself for what you did when you didn't have a proper upbringing, or what you did when you didn't have anyone in your life to really care about you, or treat you right, or teach you right from wrong. Being really important for you to get educated on something right now. Spirit sending you on a journey. You needing to surrender to where some of you are on a journey that is completely overwhelming. You are not understanding why you were given this. At one point in time, really wanting this, whatever this life is that you have, some of you really wanting it, really thinking that you would never achieve it, you know, getting what you want and some, getting what you want times 10 type shit, you know, and now wondering what it's all for. Why did you have to fail so many times? Why did you lose what you've lost? Why did you have to feel some of the things that you had to feel and go through? Why did the experience have to be that way in order for you to only end up with what you wanted and more than you ever thought that you would have? Just trying to make sense of it all. Really coming through something to the other side. Like, I'm here, I'm living, I have life in my body. I wasn't supposed to make it, or I never thought that I would have this. I never thought I'd be able to achieve this. I never thought I'd be able to kick that habit. I never thought I'd see this. I'd live to see the day. Some of you into this, it might not be today. Some of you are realizing when you were having the premonition. Some of you are looking at your children and you are imagining what they are going to be able to do, what they're going to give you, what they're going to show you. Some of you are looking at your children in awe. Your children have created something. Your children's children. You're looking at your children's children. You're looking at your grandchildren in awe. Like, I can't believe that they made you. I can't believe you're here. I can't believe you exist. I can't believe there's so many of you. I can't believe there's 2 of you. I can't believe that you can do that you have these gifts. I can't believe, looking at your child, like, I can't believe your life turned out this way. For some of you, you aren't there for your children at all. And you're looking at them as an adult and you're really completely overwhelmed because of who and what they grew up to be. Some of you, yeah, it's a lot happening. It being really, some days being healthy, some days being unhealthy. For some of you, you lost your child, but you constantly think about what your child, what their life would have been like, what they would have grown up to be, who they would have grown up to be. Some of you are really dealing with people who keep thinking that you're who you used to be, who you were 10 years ago. Thinking of all the terrible shit you used to do, or thinking of you as a really fucked up person that you're not somehow. And or this is your ex, you know, for some of you. That's all they know of you. They don't know how far you've come. Your family doesn't know how far you've come. They don't know who you are today. Judging you, meanwhile you're doing amazing. You are amazing. They'll never know how special you are. What an amazing parent you are. How many gifts you have to offer. Some of you don't know yet. You're not there yet. I'm speaking about your future. Some of you, you're living it right now. You never could have imagined that this would be your reality. For others of you, I'm speaking about your future. Truly. When you're taking so many losses, you feel like you have nothing to live for. And what you're going to be, who you're going to be 10 years from now, is going to amaze you. It's going to all make sense. You're like 10 years. 10 years. 10 years from now, your life is going to be completely different. You're going to be a completely different person. You're going to have things that you truly desire and deserve. Because as you get older, you learn to want the things that are good for you. A lot of you are out here wanting things that are not good for you. Wondering why you can't manifest certain things. And it's because they're not meant for you. You're not meant to have them. Trying to manifest certain relationships. Those people not being good for you. Those connections not being good for you. You not being healthy in those relationships. You struggling with real addictions in those relationships, for some of you. For some of you, someone's completely changed you from who you used to be. Having on for a masculine, that being a good thing, and for a feminine, that being a bad thing. For some of you, if you're a feminine energy, you are more powerful, you are stronger, you are wiser, more successful than you've ever been, but it's because you did it in spite of someone, or someone hurting you, abusing you, or the negative toxicity, the arguing, the dynamic somehow pushed you to be your greatest self. It was the negativity, it was the pain that you thrived on. That's what fueled it. That's what got you to where you are right now. You're not knowing what's to fuel it next. You're not knowing that love will take you everywhere. You're needing to know this. You're needing to be open. You need to get involved in the conversation. You've been completely nonchalant or not saying enough, not expressing anything, not showing your heart or dealing with someone this way until you're completely losing your shit and you look really crazy. Some of you really do. You only see things one-sided, man. You only see things one-sided, or you go out of your way to not acknowledge the role that you played in something. And you genuinely don't know how fucking toxic you can be. That being a problem. You being really upset at someone, feeling like someone really betrayed you, you know, feeling like someone really hurts you, goes out of their way to hurt you, or that you're a victim of some sort for some of you, feeling this way, believing this, and being totally wrong about the part that you played in it all. Are you telling someone this? Someone trying to play victim with you and then being unaware to take any accountability, unaware to look at themselves, you know, pushing you to a certain point. Anyway, let's pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit guide, spirit animal, source, God, universe, please allow me to tap in with my Aquarius, Summer, Rising, Venus, and North Node to see what's going on with them right now, what they need to know at this time. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, heavy on that energy. If you really needing to know that, some of you really worry about your children. Some of you have several children. You could have something about this, having several children. Or someone will have 3 girls. Someone has 3 girls. Someone will have 3 girls. For some of you, you have more than that. Only 3 of them. Something about only 3 of them. Or 3 of them. Only 3 of them will go on to have the type of life that I'm thinking about, or that I'm talking about. The others may not. Masculine energy being really deceitful when it comes to a feminine energy and her success, her progress. Needing to acknowledge it, needing to support it, knowing that she has 2 things that need her attention. She has options. She has a decision to make between 2 things, or has multiple decisions to make, multiple options. Feels really inferior somehow, gets really insecure, rather than knowing that she needs all the help she can get. Her not intending to leave him behind. That was never her intention. A masculine being deceitful. The divine making sure that you heal. You deciding to take your power back. You having the willpower to walk away from this energy. A feminine energy having the willpower to walk away from you. To go be powerful, go heal, go be a healer to other people, or heal themselves. Be really strong. There being a Leo out here for some of you, a Leo doing this. But being really strong that they can't be penetrated the way that you used to penetrate their energy, their force field, you know? Someone can't get to you this way. Someone is trying to, so you're doing this, or you're weakening someone through their womb. Heavy on this energy, or someone weakening you through their womb, through your womb. Someone trying to have sex with you to weaken your womb. You having sex with someone else to weaken their womb. You being really hostile towards someone that you got pregnant. Someone being really hostile towards you. Your child's father for some of you. You being really violent or volatile with someone who you've made love to. Or someone that you have children with. Some of you are the stronger parent. You're ready to take the child away from them. Someone was violent this way with you. Some of you, your child's mother gets violent. Your mother gets violent. Your child's father being disrespectful. Blaming you for something. Someone blaming you for the child. Someone blaming you for the loss of your child. That in itself fucking you up. You're not understanding how someone could ever say that to you. Someone that you love. You're never making peace with that. It never being right. Someone. That's for some of you. Someone thinking that it's your fault. Your fault for getting pregnant. Someone's angry at you for getting pregnant. You did this. Why would you do this? It's your fault for letting the baby live. It's being really crazy out here, some of these messages. Yo. You need to take action, though. You need to do something. You need to discuss this. You need to say this out loud. Some of you having real anxiety. The walls closing in on you. Some of you, you're watching someone have anxiety about someone they want to have a child with. They want to have a child with a Leo. Or you have real anxiety about a Leo. About this person. Will this person accept you? Will this person take you back? Will they be with you? Can it work? You're giving someone real anxiety, something new. You having real anxiety because of a new beginning. Someone having too much on their plate, so much that they are overwhelmed. You seeing this, not wanting to help them, but claiming that you love them. That being a problem. Someone asking for help, you not wanting to help them. You helping them a lot, not feeling like you are acknowledged for it. Pick what side you're on. You need to take action, though, on what you want out here, man. I'm not even joking. You having time on your hands to do this. You traveling, you moving. Everyone, you moving and not feeling settled somehow. Wandering. Your future not being secure. You're not worrying about it right now, but being in a really good position with the universe for you to figure it out, get to it. Pick something and be supported. You'd be supported. The universe would support you. Decide what the hell you want. Go for what you want. It's not going to fall in your lap anymore. What's falling in your lap is the opportunity, the money for some of you. The gift that you wanted, you were granted it. You were given. What are you gonna do with it? Fuck, you gonna do with it? That type of energy. I've given you some time off for you to figure out for you to work on your business, for you to figure out what's next for you. What do you want? I got somebody paying all your bills, or I got somebody willing to help you. You know, that type of energy. Doing a whole, for some of you, not enough worrying at all. For some of you, doing a whole lot of worrying and not doing anything about it. Truly. You're seeing someone else trying to carry you too. There being someone else trying to carry it all, trying to make sure that y'all good, y'all got it. You know, there's nothing to worry about. Trying to move things around, trying to maintain balance. And you're not honoring that. You're not honoring that they have a lot of their plate, or they're really worried about how they're going to take care of you. Someone wanting to make sure that they can support you, or you can't support yourself, and you still giving them a hard time, or someone giving you a hard time this way. So you really trying to, you expecting an even exchange of energy with a Leo who has other things to do. Someone who has a bigger platform. Someone who is a star, is well known. Someone who is really angry with you and is trying to be patient with you. Feels like you could be or should be doing more. Wants you to wake up. Wants you to care more about your life, about your status, about you know, how you're seen. Someone who cares a lot about how they're seen, about the public. Someone who thinks you're a fool for the journey that you're embarking on, or the way you're doing it is foolish. Someone who feels like they should be catered to or acknowledged a lot more for what you put them through, for what they've done. Feeling like there was an injustice done to them that no one wants to talk about, or a masculine doesn't want to talk about. Be a feminine energy. Feels like a Leo being really pissed. And trying to keep it cute, or trying not to say anything. You knowing this and ignoring this. You're needing solitude right now. You're needing a moment to your fucking self, Aquarius. I was getting that earlier. It never being quiet. You're needing a moment to yourself. For some of you, every time you get a moment to yourself, you reflect on who it is that you love. You start thinking about someone that you miss, that you love, or a life. You start reminiscing about someone from the past, or someone that you genuinely loved, or it should have been someone else, or you should have done something else. Have you on the it should have been someone else? For some of you, you think about someone, you built a life with someone and you regret it, you wish it was with someone else. Or someone is looking at the life that you've built with someone and they wish that it was them. They wish it was them. You're seeing someone in a relationship, like, why does she have my man? It's supposed to be my man, not knowing that that relationship that he's in, that's his karma. That partner he's manifested, that's his karma. You need to mind your business. The universe saved you and pulled you up out of there. That person was about to fuck your whole life up. Already started to. You pull, you know, that type of energy. You know, you need to really surrender to the divine, yo, about what's for you, because the future holds for you is mind-boggling. You're not ready for where you're going to be. If 10 years ago, that energy of, you know, I can tell you what your life is going to be 10 years from now, you know, and you wouldn't believe me. You're not going to believe me. That type of energy. For some of you, this is your life now, and you're thinking about who you were a long time ago, who you were 10 years ago, or, you know, need to think about this, and the energy is if you would have told me that this would be my life, I would have looked at you like you were stupid. I would have told you you were a liar. I would have called you crazy. Never thinking you would make it out. Some of you made it out. Some of you made it out alive. You made it out clean. Some of you made it out and your name is still in the books. Your name is still good. Your name is still respected. No one could ever throw dirt on your name. Some of you made it out and there's still a hit on you. Someone put a hit out on you. You're not supposed to be here and you made it anyway. Some of you, someone's going to recognize you. Something big is happening. You're being acknowledged. It's going to overwhelm you emotionally. You worked really hard for something, your creation, your baby, your creation. You built something, you made something. Where it's going to end up, where it's going to take you, is completely overwhelming. On every level. Someone not knowing how emotional you are. Some of you cry right out in the open. For others of you do all this on the inside. Can't see them coming down my eyes, so I gotta make this song cry. Some of you really thinking that it's being really hard for you to shed your tears. You're not wanting to cry in front of people. You're doing this sometimes though, but you're being really overwhelmed with emotion about how proud you are of yourself, of your children, how proud someone else is of you. People crying because of how proud they are of you. This energy being out here, I keep seeing it. Anyway, you're about to really be called to focus on the life that you live right now. Some of you have been living in the lap of luxury. That might change, or in order for someone's going to make sure that they maintain it. There have to be a feminine energy that has to move quickly to make sure that she maintains it, that she secures some type of financial support, where a masculine energy might not be doing that or having to do that right now. He may be able to relax, or he's being really lazy, or he needs to use this time that he has to rest to make better decisions while this feminine energy holds it down. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. If you are interested in booking a reading, the Empress just walked in, the Taurus just walked in. Divine Feminine walking around talking a hell of a lot. Talking a lot of junk right now. Definitely coming and going as she pleasing, slamming doors. Don't make her mad. That type of energy. Anyway, if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can book with me at clearsightconsulting.net. Thank you, baby. You'll find the information in the description box below. I love you so much. It's your girl, Merce, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.